So I was just thinking I probably don't want to do this wall yet just because I don't have the electric ran down below. And I talked to Jared and he said we should probably have some conduit coming up through the floor. Which means I'm probably have to take this insulation out, pull that wire out, drill a bigger hole to get a piece of conduit through the plate. Do have wire in there, but we'll just do that. We'll do this. There we go. And we'll pull this wire out. Now, do I have written on it what it is? Yeah, outlets. And then that one actually obviously is the lights. But we're gonna write that on there just because I'm gonna have a couple more home runs coming into that box now. So this is lights. Okay. I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but obviously I didn't know how to do it. So my hole saw is only so deep. So what I did is I would drill it a little bit and then dig it out, drill a little bit, dig it out, and keep going that way. Okay, so I can't get through with my bit the way it is. So I'm gonna do a small bit down, and that way I can go back from underneath and find out where my hole is at and then do it from the bottom up. All right, let's go underneath. All right, so there's my new hole. So I'm just gonna stick this in there and see if I can get some of this to come up from the bottom up. Well, of course, it would be my luck that I would go right through a screw. But I got it. Now that I got my hole cut, this box is gonna go somewhere in here, but let me get an idea of how long of a piece I need. That way I can put it in there just to make sure that I'm not, that it's coming down in the right spot. So figure if I had 4 inches up inside the structure, probably cut a piece at like 19 would probably work. Okay, let's cut a piece at 19, see how that fits in there. Okay, that's gonna go like that. That's gonna go like that. And I somehow need to get this into there. I probably have to cut it. I guess I can, I don't know if you can cut these in place or not. I guess I could go up as high as we can. And the other piece is gonna come out here and go that way. I'm thinking I can probably put this, I don't know if I want it jammed tight like that. Maybe somewhere like there. All right. So I brought a marker. What I want to do is I want to mark where that's going to go. Alright, that should be good enough to figure it out. Now I need to go cut that and get this in there. Alright, so I think that's it. I got my box in, I got this one coming down. I need to somehow get this into there in the back. So maybe I could use, you know those pipe cutters that just spin on the outside? Maybe that would work. But I'm gonna loosen it up so I can move it back and forth a little bit. So we're gonna do some sidewalls tomorrow with Jones and having to move out all this wood. And I got a couple comments that people wanted to see more of Stephanie, so there she is. She's helping me carry wood right now. She's not very happy. She just worked all day and now she's hot and sweaty. You look gorgeous, babe, by the way. So Steph's helping me move this wood. While I'm waiting for Ray to come in to start putting up the sidewall, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a line chalked, or at least a reference where we want our first board to go. Now remember, I did shoot that laser around, but the problem is now is that I've covered up the top of this. Is that where we would normally, you know, line up? But here I can't see it because I've already put this wall up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this piece right there where it's the same as that, and I'm going to make a little mark. I'm going to come down there and do the same thing, and then we'll chalk that line, and then what I will do is I will reference it to the mark I have here. This was the laser mark, so I will shoot that one and that one, pull a chalk line, and then we'll make sure that crosses that point, and then we'll make sure that we have this first one straight as we go walking up this wall. I probably do want to break it somewhere on here. I don't want it just out in the field flopping around. So let me see if I can get a number of where I want to kind of break this first one. And then we'll just stagger our joints and offset and things like that. So 16's there, so 15 would be on that one. But I'm just going to go back to this one. So I'm going to go 175. That'll land on this triple and make sure that I have something to nail to. So 175. Just lay this bad boy in there, just on the ground. Let's see where it's at on this thing. Yeah, see, this is showing it's got to go up a little bit. Where you been?
Podding it up, man.
Ray's been podcasting up with Let Jamie Talk. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm getting bit by bugs. So Jamie and Brett and Ben have this harebrained idea about this podcast called Let Jamie Talk. So if you like to hear Jamie talk, check it out. It's on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. I think I'm going on next week. Ray was today. Jonna was last week. I'm going, I think, in 2 weeks. So check it out. Let Jamie talk. On a serious note, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Start
for you.
Mama.
Nice.
Got siding. Good news.
Oh.
Bad news is it's laying on the ground. Oh, maybe it's not.
It's got stickers.
It does have stickers. I was gonna maybe move it there. I don't know. What do you think? You think it's all right there for a couple weeks?
It's covered. It's got stickers.
Okay. That's what somebody that didn't want to move it would say.
I mean, I don't want to move it. I will move it.
So I just got off the phone with my son Rowan. You know, we took him to college last month, and I was asking about the electric e-bike that we got him and how he was liking it. And he was like, "Oh my gosh, Dad, I am so thankful for that. I love it." And I was in total shock because I was like, "What? He never says thank you." No, I'm just joking. But yeah, he is loving that thing. He uses it every single day, and he said the best part of it all is how much of a charge it holds, because, you know, he has a hard time charging it down there. So he's like, I only have to charge it like once a week, and I use it every day, which is fantastic. He also loved, you know, how compact it is. So because it's so compact and it folds up, and you can put it right inside your trunk of your car. And because he's a college kid, he's like, this thing flies. Which is why I made sure I got him a helmet. So I got him this Burn helmet. And you know, a college kid, he needs to look cool. This thing is super stylish, but works great, super sturdy, but looks nice. So I also had to make sure that he had a lock. You know, I'm thinking safety, he's thinking looks. Electric's got this great little compact lock that goes right onto the bike. It's not big and cumbersome, and it looks nice. And I'm telling you what, feeling this thing, it feels like it's indestructible. Hey, so if you got a kid going to college, or if you're in the market for an e-bike, I would definitely check out Electric e-bikes. It's super easy. Just click the link in the description or scan the QR code here on the screen to check out all of their rides. Also, if you add a bike cover to your order, use the promo code JAYSWAY and get it for free at checkout. As always, thanks to Electric for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to work. You got a chalk box?
Yeah. What is yours?
I don't know, dude. I lost a good old one.
Dude, you had it for a week.
I know. All right, so what I did is I made some marks with a scrap piece there and there. I think we'll just chalk a line because obviously we need to make sure that this first one is straight.
Okay.
And then once we know it's straight, then we'll just bang, 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 bang it up. And I think it should go pretty quick. I would love to get this wall and that wall done. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but we'll just go until we don't go no more.
I think we can do it.
I think so too. So I carried some of the material out here, but I didn't want to bring it all out here because then we just have to move it again. So
Right.
figure we'll use this one for that one. We'll take that ceiling material, we'll put over here, and then we'll bring the material from the garage, bring it here, maybe just set it on the deck to cut out there and just bang it.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. So what's weird is that this is a full piece and that's a full piece, but that piece is a little bit higher than that. And so I just went with it because I put this scrap piece on there and the next one lines up. So there's going to be some trim in there. So I think if I'm within like a 16th, I think that will be sufficient, because if not, we're going to be fighting it all day up and down. These boards are not all the exact same width. So But yeah, so we're just gonna break it on the studs and just go. Once we get here, obviously it'll be full pieces, bam, 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 bam. And I'll show you how we're gonna keep this straight throughout here once we get to the window. Ray just pulled a Jono, we call it. It's when you pull your measurement and you try to be so precise that it doesn't go in. And even though there's gonna be some trim there, so. But yeah, like we'll tell John, it can be a quarter short and it'll be perfect right on the nut every single time. We're like, dude, it doesn't have to be that good. So, all right, let's see.
What is up with that?
I don't know, that don't look good though. So this is the deal. His cut may be totally square, but because sometimes things happen, so what we need to do is we're gonna have to try to fix that because obviously that's not gonna fly. So we'll have to go from 0 and take off like a 16th at the top. And maybe just angle that cut a little bit so that it goes in. We're working around this outlet, and because the outlet is so close to here, the chances you're gonna get that to engage are like slim and none. And because I have a stud right there, I have something to shoot it to, I'm not worried about that. So we're gonna take the groove off the bottom, and also what we're gonna do is we're gonna back bevel that top part of this so that it slides in a little bit easier. So I'm gonna use a jigsaw on that one. Let me see if I can do this without totally ruining it. Something like that's probably all we're looking for. Oh, gun. All right, let's try that. Helps if I put the wires through there.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, so we've reached the window pretty easily. I think the joints look good, everything's looking good. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put this scrap piece in like this, and I'm gonna make a mark, and then I'm gonna put the scrap piece in over here and make a mark, and then what we can do is we can chalk a line through every once in a while and just reference our line to make sure that everything looks good and that we're staying true, because what happens is if these get banged really tight and those don't, when we get to the top, it's gonna be chunk. So we're gonna try to stay as level as we can crossing this window. And here I do need to put a piece in here, so we'll just rip one. It doesn't have to stack up like these do, it just has to be the thickness of it, so that when I do my window trim, everything planes out in the right spot. I can't have this in that 3/4. Okay, it's sweaty out here, bro. I'm hot. Dude, I'm about to fall down. Well, maybe not. So another reference I have is the top of the windows. I'm guessing they're straight because Ray put them in. And I put a mark here. So that's where the top of this board is over there. So you can see I'm maybe 1/8 off, which I don't think in the scheme of things is terrible because like we talked about, these boards are all different widths. And I'll tell you right now that I'm having a hard time keeping these. These are all high, and then we get to that one and it's bang on again. So trying to get these to line up, those to line up, and a straight line across here is not super easy, but I think in the scheme of things, I think it's gonna turn out great and it looks awesome. So I'm just gonna keep doing that. I'll make a reference to the window each time and then just make sure I'm not getting too crazy. So here above the window there, you can see that we got about 1.5 inches of a gap there. So we could have taken this one and we could have notched it all the way. We don't need to because the trim's gonna cover that. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna run this next piece along there nice and straight, and then we'll just take rip a little cookie and stick it in there, because that's only just to back the trim. It has nothing else to do but then just space out the trim the right amount so the trim doesn't, do anything wonky. So I think it'll be just fine. Jones made that call, so I hope it's good. So we've made our way into the ceiling here. So we're running our 312. So it looks like Ray's just taking a number to the long point. And then how are you figuring that?
I'm going over a foot and then up 3 inches. Or you could go over 2 feet Not 6 inches.
Ah, that's the 312. So if you don't want to use your square, he's just going over the foot, 12, and then up the 3. And then he made a mark there, and then he's just connecting the points from there all the way through the board. Yep. That's an Arlo move right there. I maximize material. We got some rip there. We got a little bit of rip there, some junk. We're just gonna fill her in. All right, do we remember which ones went where?
Nope.
No, we do not.
Matter,
oh, it does.
oh, it doesn't?
What if we foobar ourselves? I want the long one. Oh, that one's not even long. All right, here we go. Shoot it. That looks great.
Yeah, that's some crashing machine.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna tell Stephanie this is the finished material. I'll be like, babe, we ran really low on material, so we had to piece it. Is that all right? She'll be like, yeah, it looks great. Caulk it and paint it. Yep. No, perfect. All right, so let's move some material. As you can see, to maximize material, we stopped breaking them on the studs. We just figured that with the tongue and groove and be able to shoot it pretty close to that, it wasn't really gonna matter. Yo, where'd Ray go? Yo! 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 Where you at?
Down here.
What are you doing down there? What are you doing down there?
I dropped my board when I cut it.
Oh, okay, it's still good though, right?
Yeah, here you go.
You didn't waste anything?
Didn't waste anything.
All right, perfect. Good job. Watch out for poison ivy. Alrighty, we ran out of material. I don't know how either, because I swear I just went on the website, like to Lowe's, and I saw an 8-inch board, how much it covers. I figured it out, minus the windows, and I'm way short. Because I'm going to have to paint some of those. I talked to Eric, and he said I could paint some of the ones I polyed. I need to paint like 7 of those, but I still need like 28 of these. So I'm going to be like probably 10 boards short. So I'm going to have to order some more boards, put some more stain and poly on them to finish the ceiling. But I can get the sidewall done with what I have, because I can't do the ceiling until we get the garage door in and I find out where the brackets are going to go and get those in, and then I can do the ceiling around the brackets. I don't want to put the brackets right to the ceiling, which I probably could, but I don't know. Anyways, I gotta make more material, so I need to clean this place up. It's disgusting, and I'm gonna get out here in the sun and paint some boards real quick and get them on some stickers in here drying, so that way next week we can get them in. We're gonna finish this wall first off, and then from there, I don't know. It's like I don't want to do the garage door. I keep pushing. I keep finding reasons why not to do it, but we need to do it. So we're gonna maybe see if we can start attacking that today. If not, we'll get some other time. All right, we're cruising along here, doing good, until I looked over here and saw this. I don't know what in the world, dude. I mean, I know we were off a little bit, but all these are bang tight and those are bang tight. How in the world did we get, I mean, we're talking like an inch off up here.
Wow. It was here whenever we expand across the door.
Yeah, but that's still only like a freaking, not even an eighth. Yeah. How do you get an inch off in 4 boards? So I'm gonna take a beater block and I'm gonna put it on there and I'm gonna freaking whack the crap out of it and see if I can't get that side to suck down a little bit. But the good thing is that it's in this back corner You're either going to be on the deck hanging out or you're going to be in here watching TV. You're never going to be looking back at this back wall, which is great. And the garage door is going to come up and go this way. So I'm just thinking of every excuse I can make to tell you all that I don't care that it's there like that. Because we're not fixing it. I mean, we'd have to take off 5 rows and then we'd have to like, I don't even know what we would do. We'd have to like shave them down or do something.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't even know how to fix it. So, but it's actually the way we were planning on doing it. I like the contrast of different lines. I think it looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the look we were going for, if anyone's wondering. If Stephanie, if you're wondering, that's the look we were going for right there.
She was okay with the trim over here.
She was. Bless her heart. I was joking with Jones about that trim over there, how, you know, we had to just piece it in. I brought her out here. I was like, babe, this is what we had to do because we ran out of material. She's like, oh, it's fine. Just throw some caulk and paint on it. It's good. She literally didn't even care. So I think she's going to love this. Getting down to the end and we're getting really low on material. So we're literally playing like a Jenga game, trying to, I don't even know what game we're playing, but we're like, well, if we put this one there and that one there and put that one in there and then that one in there, maybe we'll get it. So it's getting to the point where it's getting a little stupid, but anyways, worst case scenario is we might have to use some of that ceiling material. I'll just put it up without the paint on it and then just paint it in place. It don't matter. And then I will figure out how much more I need to do the ceiling. And I'm also going to order trim for all the windows, all the interior trim, which will be the same stain color as the ceiling. So I figure I can order that and order all the window trim and door trim from Ace and have it all delivered at the same time would be great. So we're going to see if we can't make this work. Stay tuned. I don't really see anything wrong.
Yeah, I think it's a good conversation piece. Yeah. What's the deal with the one brown one? Well,
Stevie's going to love it. One board short.
Yeah. Not even a full board.
And I think when I was figuring, it's because, and this is not anybody's fault, it's just that is all waste because of the angle of the roof. Yeah. So we had to steal one board from over there, and what Stephanie will just do is she'll just paint it in place and get it done. So, all right, that's done. All right, we're going to do it. Let's do it. Let's try it. What time is it? Oh, I got my phone. What time is it? What time is it? Not even 12:40. Oh yeah, okay. We got a couple hours. We're gonna tackle some of this garage door. Let's get on it. All right, we're doing this.
We're doing
it. Again, laying in bed last night. You know, we didn't put the garage door up before because I said I needed to get this material in here. Well, now I'm thinking to myself, the trim has to be in too, right?
Yeah.
Because the bracket's gonna actually go on the trim. Because if the brackets are here, I have to trim around it. That's gonna look worse than that right there. So what I'm gonna do is I just got some 1x that I took from Jamie's. This was his deck boards at the Pine Cottage.
Oh yeah.
All the cutoffs. He's like, just take them. So we're just gonna pin these in and just mock up some trim, and then we're gonna put the bracket on, just kind of mocked up, and get where the door is going to go. Because the biggest thing that we need to do is we need to get this cut out. Really? Where the garage door is gonna go, because if the garage door came down here like this, the floor would then go underneath it and you would see the floor on the outside.
Yeah.
1, stupid. 2, water could get in there. So to make like a rain, what do they call it? On garage doors, raindrop, rain...
I don't know.
Something. It's got a name. I don't know. Rain something. We're going to cut this back down so the decking will go all the way underneath here and the garage door will then go on top of the decking.
Yep.
So from outside, deck, garage door, beautiful. Little bit of step up inside to the floor, little transition piece. Flashing. Lexel, lots of Lexel.
Yeah.
All right, so instructions. That's why you're here, bud. They're inside in the other box. I'm going to mock up this trim. If you can grab the instructions and maybe start taking a gander at them. I'm telling you, we don't even know what's the front and the back on this thing.
Nope.
It looks the same. Look.
I mean, maybe the instructions will tell us.
The only thing we're thinking is that this one doesn't have any seams on it. It looks a little bit cleaner than that.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's probably the back, but maybe it'll say it. I don't know. So, I don't know. All right, grab those instructions. I'll put the trim up.
Got it.
Well, I just put 6 holes in my $4,000 garage door, so I hope it's right. So we've made our 4th trip back and forth to the other garage door to see if there's something we're missing. And Ray just goes, this is hurting my brain. All right, so I think we figured out what it's supposed to be. I think these ones are the sides. So I think this goes like this. Oh, this would be this side. I think this goes like that, and then there's brackets. And I might have to pack that out a little bit, because remember, we're gonna lose like 3 inches going down. So I might have to pack that out with a 2x4 or 2 or something like that, but it doesn't really matter because there's gonna be trim covering it all, 1x6 covering it all front and back. So that doesn't matter to me at all. But I think that's the case, and I think those brackets were, yeah, these ones. So I think this goes on the wall and holds this out at the right length. Garage door installation, take 37. So we need to put this garage door where it's gonna go. Okay. And then we got a number from the door to the edge of your block. So I'm 1 3/8 inches. No, from here to the inside of this block. That means that this now garage door is squared up inside this opening, right?
Yes.
Okay. So these garage doors are meant to be on an angle so that when they come down, they kind of come down at an angle and then sit. And these brackets that we're using, as you can see, this one's offset a little bit farther, and then this one's offset a little bit farther even. So that's why you have to have these out farther away so that when it comes down, it's actually straight up and down. So we're gonna go with 1, 4, and 6 on our 3 spots on the channel, and hope that that's right. I think that's, I'm almost positive. I'm like 99.7% positive that this is how it goes. Yeah, let's do it on that side.
All right.
You're always such a big confidence booster, Ray. He goes, well, looks like something. It sure does. It looks freaking ballin'. It's gonna be awesome. I'm getting so many comments, like negative comments about the garage door, but dude, I think it's gonna be awesome.
Well, people don't want the garage?
Yeah, they think it's stupid. Dude, when that's all garage door licking into this awesome room, dude, from out here, I think it's awesome. You can literally watch TV with the garage door shut. I think it's gonna be ballin'. So, okay, so that's where the garage door is gonna go, right? That's it. That's what we're calling it. Yeah. So what we need to do then is this. Okay, so we'll take our square, and I would say, I mean, how much room do we really want to leave? Probably not. I mean, we don't need a lot, I don't think. And once this is moved out of the way, we can square that up better. But I'm saying there, and then here, I mean, probably back. I mean, that's gonna probably have to go down in there, or it's gonna be close to going down in there.
Right.
So again, we're gonna make, I'm totally winging this. This is not my style.
You know what Jamie says.
Just do it.
Wing, wing, wrong.
Is that what he says?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. He's been winging everything lately, dude. I mean, I think that's good. I'm not gonna totally wing it, so I'm gonna measure out to what I have here. So off of my 1x there, I'm 4 5/8 from the garage door to that line, 1 7/8 inches. So with that cut out, that track will go down to the floor, and the whole garage door then will go down to the deck. I can't put this in permanently until I get the permanent trim in. You know how it goes in, it should be bam, 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 no problem.
Yeah.
And Gene said, my buddy Gene Williams comes over all the time. I love him. He's gives me a bunch of crap because the way I do stuff. But he had made a good point. He said it's easier to just stack these up and screw them together, all stacked together, instead of trying to, you know, figure out where it goes on the sawhorse. Just put the next one on, fold the thing up, mark it, screw it together, and you know it's in the right spot then and there. So this is a big step, cutting this floor out, and I put my 2 numbers in. I pulled off the edge of the garage door, and I made marks. Well, I just went and double checked from the outside of the house, or from, you know, the sidewalls to our marks, both 29.5.
Perfect.
Which makes me feel like a little bit better. Here goes nothing. Well, I guess nothing could be easy, but so we got this first piece pulled off, and we're definitely gonna need to do some blocking in there, because once this piece comes out, there's nothing holding the floor up right there except the joist that's back here. So we definitely need to put some block in there, which would not be a big deal, but we put the insulation in and we put the plywood up on the insulation, so we may end up ripping some of that plywood off, pulling this insulation down, blocking it all, and then putting it all back in again. Sounds great. All right, well, it is what it is, so let's just keep going. So this is what it looks like from the top. These now are just floating on the joist back there. What we need to do is that needs to be supported, and we need a nail here, nailer there for our decking. So as you can see, here's where I thought it was the insulation, but it's actually back one, so no big deal. Like we talked about, we're just gonna buzz it back and rip the insulation out. And it doesn't even need to be there because it's not even heated space, it's just the deck. So after enchiladas, we'll fix that right up. We're getting crazy now, so this is our thought. We're gonna take this 2x6 and we're gonna put it on edge, like that. Right, so let me shoot. Let me just screw that in so it doesn't fall. Okay. And then we're gonna get crazy here. We're gonna take a 2x4 and we're gonna put it up like this, and we're gonna make it like a ledger board, because I'm afraid I'm not gonna be able to get a good toenail into that or get a good connection there. So if we do this, I know I can freaking lag the crap out of this, and it's definitely gonna be strong. So let me start at one end. I think I might want to suck it up. I think the floor is actually dipping down there at the end.
You want me to go up there and look?
I do want you to go up there and look, yeah. Let me get a big in here.
You're gonna have a problem.
What?
That drill is not gonna fit in that.
No, it's not. I had a Big Daddy drill over there.
Your little one. Remember? What is that? Jason just turned into a 13-year-old boy.
Not even, like 8-year-old boy. I got a big in here. All right, don't worry about that. Yeah, you go up there and see what's going on and see if I can suck that up. I'm gonna do right by this block, like the first joist in, like right here.
Right here?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that one right there. I'm just gonna angle this big time and see if I can't get to
I'll pull up.
Suck up a little bit. I'm gonna put a little gap in my board there, so it definitely moved up. Okay, what happened now?
You gotta go flush with this.
Okay.
Your
Oh, now it's up, so
gonna,
the decking's gonna pop up. Yeah, that's not gonna work. So I don't want to suck it up like that. Okay, no worries. All right, let me go back down. I'll just start with this one, end one right here, and just put it in and keep going down the line there.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to pat myself on the back, but I think that ledger board was a pretty freaking ballin' idea.
That was a good idea. Good idea.
That definitely is not going anywhere. So this 2x6 is now supporting our pieces of our flooring. It's also going to be an end for our decking. And now we have this ledger board up, holding it up, so that way there's no way it's going to ever flex. Oh, you moved it.
Did I?
No, definitely not. All right, let's, can we stick this insulation back in there at least? And then maybe we could try to use the same one. I don't know, let's see. So we're going to stick some insulation back up in there, and then we're going to try to find the piece of wood I took out to match, because obviously you can't really tell. From here it looks straight, but it's not at all straight. I was just running it real quick in my defense, but if we find the same piece, we can just stick it up in there.
Yeah.
All right, see if that goes in there. Now it might be a little bit tight now with the 2x4, but I think it's gonna be great. Yeah, just I would just stick it up in there. Yeah, just like that. Oh gosh, yeah, that's great. Okay, I gotta get a couple more hand drives. Finish just pegging this up in there, and then I'm gonna get a couple little pieces cut to cover this. Now remember, this is the end of the structure, so the wall's like here, so I'm gonna leave that insulation in there along with that piece down here. Yeah.
Let's see here.
Bro, that's so stokey. I think that's it for today. My kids were at sleepaway church camp for the last week, and I talked to my son. He said he's stoked to tell us everything about it, so I can't wait to get them home and talk to them. So I think that's a wrap for today. Next time, we're going to get this flashed. I need to figure out interior material. I need that for sure. Yep. I'll do that Monday.
I'll remind you.
Yeah, remind me on that one. All right, hey, thanks again, bud. Let me get you some enchiladas. Get you out of here.